Hey everybody, this is Joey from DroidDog.com, and today we have the brand new Samsung Galaxy S3. We're going to do an unboxing right here. It's right here. It is the new phone, the successor to the Galaxy S2 and the original Galaxy S. I have the Sprint model, the 16GB version. I got it from Samsung today via FedEx, which is nice. Has this little flap right here and then the box. And here is the device. It's looking good. So we will take it out here. Oh, and that's kind of disappointing. It has Sprint branding on the back, and I was hoping, I actually didn't know if it would or not. I didn't know until yesterday that I'd be getting a Sprint model. There's a Sprint, so we will, is the battery in there? I don't think it is. Alright, so we'll just set the phone aside for now. So we got all of our Sprint documentation, some white earbuds to match the white phone, a USB cable, some extra earbuds for the earphones, which is, or the earbuds, it's a nice little extra. Here's the battery. So we'll take out the battery, and I'm hoping that this phone's already been pre-activated. Back feels kind of flimsy, but you gotta make it slim somehow. Let's see if there's some juice in there. Alright, I got a vibration. Put that right here. Finish off the box. We have a adapter for the USB, and that's about it. So the phone boots up here, LED notification right there. It's nice, and we have our typical Android start screen. We are in Central. No, it's not 4 o'clock. I'll do that later. Wait, no, go back. All these different Android phones you gotta get, yep, there we go, it's at the time. All these different Android phones you have to figure out. I'm gonna sign in quickly here. And this is nice as it is activating itself on Sprint. I was thinking that I'd have to put in my Google ID and everything, which I probably will in a moment or two. It's activating on Sprint. I also got some goodies from Samsung. We have right here the desktop dock. And it looks like you just pop that off right there, and you can put the phone in right there. It might do HDMI out on the back. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check my documentation. I also got one of these covers, which is a nice little touch because I actually like these a lot. They had one for the Galaxy Note, and it was just nice to use. So, alright, the phone's going to reboot on us. Alright, so let's run down on the specs. It's got a 4.8-inch Super AMOLED HD display, and as Samsung has told us, it is pentile matrix, which means that it doesn't have as many, it has the same amount of pixels, but it uses a different sub-pixel layout. Although what I have heard from some of our other writers is that it uses a tighter one, so it looks better than something like, let's say, the Galaxy Nexus, which I found you could really notice the pentile in certain situations. Okay, Qualcomm 4G in here. 8 megapixel camera on the back, and I believe it is full 1080p, yep, full 1080p playback and recording. This one is 4G LTE capable on Sprint, which it doesn't do much as of now because I'm going to sign in here quickly. Alright, my Google account is all signed in, and it's just syncing everything up as of now. So for comparison's sake, let me clear off this space a little bit here. For comparison's sake, we have the HTC One X on AT&T right here next to them. This one has a 4.7-inch display, I believe. Also HD resolution. And then, just for the sake of comparison, I have a smaller 4-inch LG Lucid from Verizon. So you can see the three devices here, and it looks like, oh, well, the Lucid's obviously quite a bit smaller than both of them, but it looks like they are just about the same size here. Yes. Now, one thing I will note is that I have had problems on all the 1 series phones, well, the Evo 4 GLT and the 1X with the lock button being up here. It's just, I have long fingers too. It's just hard to hit the lock button. That's just a little quirk that really annoys me about that device. Right here, yep, we'll do Google location. This belongs to Joey Lehto. Alright, and setup is complete. No thanks, I'll do that later. And it looks like it comes with both Apex Launcher and, oh, well, that was probably for me syncing my Google account. We're going to make TouchWiz home. And here we are. I know how to work an Android phone. Thank you. And ooh, this is, the brightness isn't all the way up. I should probably turn that up here. Settings. I gotta get used to this layout here. I'm not used to this as much, even though, well, I'm more used to the 1X here, how it has the back button, the home button, and then the multitasking button. Here on the S3, we just have the menu button, the back button, and the home button, and I believe, here we'll go display, brightness, we'll turn it all the way up. Can I not? There we go. Alright, so the brightness is fully up, and the screen actually looks a lot more vibrant now. So we have the new version of TouchWiz. I do not believe that there is a name for this one, such as the last version was TouchWiz 4. And as we can see here, this is kind of the same thing that Sense 4 has, how you, it's like you're almost inside of a cube, not a cube, but some shape with, let's see here, seven sides, and you're looking around in it. We have on the home screen here, phone, contacts, messaging, internet, and apps for this dock. We have this right up here, which is your weather, AccuWeather, and clock. And this display is really making the colors pop. I'm liking it a lot. It's going to be tough to decide between the 1X and the Galaxy S3 here, because the 1X has one of the best displays I've ever used on any mobile device, hands down. I don't know this right now, so I guess we're not going on the internet. Apps, it has all sorts of Samsung's apps, which is, I mean, you could consider it bloatware, but most of the time Samsung does a pretty good job. You have Game Hub, Keys Air, All Share Play, Flipboard, which, oh yes, Flipboard, Media Hub, keep accidentally tapping stuff, Messenger, Music Hub, looks like a customized music player, S-Memo, S-Suggest, S-Voice, which is a Siri competitor, I believe, from the iPhone. I'll probably, in the next few days, I should have a 4S around to compare the two to see how Samsung's S-Voice holds up. And then you can get even more Samsung apps via the Samsung's app. We have Sprint Hotspot for Sprint right here, Sprint Zone, and Google Wallet's on board, which I appreciate. Widgets, let's see here. We have, looks like just about all of them are TouchWiz customized. Although we do have stuff like Gmail, Flipboard, that are not TouchWiz based, but this is better than the 1X, where HTC took out most of the Google widgets and whatnot. Everything's feeling absolutely just wonderful in this Fluid S4 processor, although I'm not sure that at this time it'll be as useful as, let's say, the Exynos and the international versions, considering that Sprint does not have 4G LTE Live, and that's why they chose to use the Snapdragon S4, is because the Exynos cannot support LTE at this time, although we will see in the future how it holds up. So stay tuned for more coverage here on DroidDog.com, and thanks for watching.